Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ahlan wa marhaban. Welcome again to our series Gateway to Arabic Dialogues. Today's lesson we are going to continue from where we stopped in our exercises on the topic النادي الرياضي. So now the next exercise we have an instruction that says A'id, which means repeat. A'id means repeat. So now in this exercise we are provided with some numbers starting from the number 13 to 15 in both figures and in words. Now before this, let's do a quick review of the numbers we have already taken, starting from number 1 to 12. So we said 1 is pronounced as wahidun in Arabic language. 1 is wahidun. Then 2 we have ithnanun. 3 thalathatun. Arba'atun. 4 khamsatun. 5 sittatun. 6 sab'atun, that is 7 thamaniyatun. 8 tis'atun. 9 asharatun. 10. Now, when you are counting from the number 11 till 19, we are going to split the number into two, into its unit and its tens. For instance, we have the number 11, so we are going to split the number 11 to its unit and to its tens. So we have 1 and 10. Now you begin by pronouncing the unit. For instance, now we have 1. Here you are not going to say wahid, rather you are going to say ahada. So now 1 will be ahada, then 10 will be ashara. Ahada ashara, that is 11. Ithna ashara, that is 12. Thalathata ashara, that is 13. Arba'ata ashara, that will be 14. Khamsata ashara, that is 15. Sittata ashara, that is 16. Sab'ata ashara, that is 17. Thamaniyata ashara, that is 18. Tis'ata ashara, 19. Ishrun, 20. So here we are provided with 3 numbers which are 13, 14, and 15. So as we earlier said, 13 is thalathata ashara, 13. So in figures, we are going to write 1, that represents the 1 in the tens. Then you write 3, the way we've already learned it in our previous lessons. So 13, you write 1 and also 3. Then 14, you write 1 and 4 in Arabic language. Then 15, you also write 1 and write the number 5. So now the next we have Iqra al-A'dad, which means read the following numbers. Here we are provided with the numbers in figures. Thereafter, we are going to pronounce the numbers in words. So the first number we have is 14. So you say Arba'ata ashara, that is 14. Then the next number will be 6. So here you say Sittatun, 6. Then the next we have is 13. You say Thalathata ashara, 13. The next is 8. Thamaniyatun, 15. Khamsata ashara. Then the last number is the number 9. So you say Tis'atun, 9. So the next we have Uktub al-Arqam, which means write the numbers. And here we are provided with the numbers in words, meaning you are going to write them in figures. So the first number we have is Khamsatun. So you write 5 in the brackets in figures. Then the next we have is Arba'ata ashara, 14. You write 14 in the blank space. Sab'atun, 7. Thalathata ashara, 13. So now let's move to the next exercise. Now we are going to drop these two exercises because they are not too necessary. Now the next exercise we have is we have an instruction that says takallam, which means speak. Ajri al-hiwar al-ati, that run the following dialogue. Ajri al-hiwar al-ati, run the following dialogue. Here we are provided with some questions to form or create a little dialogue. While answering the questions, we are going to form a little dialogue with the questions. Now the first we have is Ismi dash. So here, just assume you are meeting with a friend, then you tell him Ismi Hizbullahi, which means my name is Hizbullah. Then you say Wa anta, and you. Then the friend will say Ismi Ahmadu, for instance. Ismi Hizbullahi wa anta. Then you say Ismi Marzuqun. Good. Now the next we have is Hal anta talibun, which means are you a student? That is in the case of a masculine gender. Then the friend will respond Naam ana talibun. Yes, I am a student. Now in the case of the feminine gender, then you say Hal anti talibatun. Are you a student? That is referring to the female. Then she will say Naam ana talibatun. Yes, I am a student. So the next we have is Ma lu'batuka, which means what is your game or what is your hobby? Then your friend will say Ana al'abu kurrata as-sallati, which means I love playing the basketball. Ana al'abu means I am playing, or you can say I love playing kurrata as-sallati, the basketball. Now the next we have is, now what about when you are referring to the female? Here you are going to say Ma lu'batuki, which means what is your favorite game. So your female friend will say Ana al'abu kurrat al-qadami, for instance, that I love playing the football. Now the next we have is Aina suratuka, which means where is your picture? Then your friend might say Hadhihi surati, which means this is my picture. Now if it is for the female, we say Aina suratuki, which means where is your picture? So she will say Hadhihi surati, this is my picture. So this is the end of the other exercise. Now on the next exercise, we have an instruction that says ضع علامة صحيح أمام الكلمة التي فيها الحرف ألف. Here we say ضع علامة صحيح, put the sign good أمام الكلمة, in front of the word التي فيها, which contains الحرف ألف, the letter ألف. Meaning in this exercise we are provided with some words. In some of the words we have some of the words that contains the letter alif. So you are going to put the sign good in front of any of the words that contain the letter alif. So the first one we have is talibatun. So in this word there is no alif, so we are not going to put anything. Now the next word we have is ahlan, which means hello. So here, as you can see, the word ahlan contains the letter alif, so we are going to put good in front of the word. Now the next is sahlan. So this word doesn't contain alif, so you will not put anything. Now the next is aw, which means or, so you put good in front of it. The next is basin. Basin doesn't contain alif. Nigeria, it doesn't contain alif. So this you are going to complete the exercise. Now in the second part of the same exercise, we have the letter dal, meaning here you are going to check the words, any of the words that contain the letter dal, you are also going to put good in front of the word. So the first one we have is hada, which means this, and this, as you can see, it doesn't contain the letter dal, so we are not going to put any sign. Then the next we have is jadidun, which means new. So this word contains dal, so you put good in front of the word. Now the next is ghaniyun. There is no dal. Mudarrisun, that is a teacher. Here there is dal, so you put good. Abdullahi, you put good. Pakistaniyun, so here there is no dal, so you not put anything. So this is how you are going to complete the exercise. Now let's move on to the next exercise. That is exercise 4, and here we have an instruction that says Uktub raqm al-kalimati al-munasibati, that you should write the suitable number fil firaghi, in the blank space. So here we are provided with an incomplete sentence. Then below it we have some options which we are going to choose the suitable word to complete the sentence according to the passage we learned in our previous class. So the first sentence we have is Ana dash al-kurrata at-ta'irata, which means I dash the volleyball. So in the options we have number 1 we have ismi. So as you can see, Ana ismi al-kurrata at-ta'ira can't suit, or it can't make a complete sense. So we have the next is adhab, no. Then the next is al-abu. So ana al-abu kurrat at-ta'ira. So this is the suitable word to complete the sentence. Ana al-abu kurrat at-ta'ira means I love playing the volleyball. Now the second side also have hadhihi dash, which means this is dash. So you complete the sentence from the options below. So number 1 we have kurrati, my ball. Sadiqi, my friend. Tabi'i, my stamp. So the suitable word to suit the sentence is kurrati. Hadhihi kurrati, which means this is my ball. So this is the end of the exercise. Now the next exercise we have an instruction that says Swil bayna as-su'ali wal jawabi, which means connect between the question and the answer. Al-munasib, that are suitable. So in this exercise we are provided with some questions in section A, and also the response are provided in section B. So you are going to connect between the suitable questions and answer in the section A and section B. So the first question we have is Hal anta tilmidun, which means are you a student? Now the suitable answer from section B is Na'am ana tilmidun, which means yes, I am a student. So the next one we have is Hal Ahmadu mudarrisun, which means is Ahmad a teacher? So the suitable one from section B is Naam huwa mudarrisun, which means yes, huwa mudarrisun, he is a teacher. Now the next is Hal Zainabu talibatun, which means is Zainab a student? So the suitable one is La hiya mumarridatun, which is no, she is a nurse. Hal Zainabu talibatun? La hiya mumarridatun. Now the last one is Hal sadiquka mushrifun, which means is your friend a coach? Hal sadiquka, is your friend mushrifun a coach? Now the suitable one is La huwa mudarrisun, no, he is a teacher. So this is the end of the exercises that are below the dialogue we studied in our previous class, which was النادي الرياضي. So inshallah, here we are going to end our today's lesson. We hope you enjoy the lesson. See you in our next lesson. مع السلامة. إلى اللقاء.